Hello, beautiful people. I'm going to try to speak up because, once again, there are some people who can't. Oh, hang on. Somebody, hold the phone. We'll see if that works a little better. Somebody in the comments said, I can't hear you. Why don't you move the mic closer to where you're sitting? And since I often get comments about people not being able to hear me, I just thought, and my energy level was very low yesterday, and I thought, bless your heart, whoever you are, I can't remember your name, but you said, ooh, maybe you should move the mic closer to your mouth. And I thought, thanks for the advice, like I couldn't think of that. Well, it happened to be across the table. My brother was here for dinner the other night, and I moved the mic. So there's something in that, like somebody telling you something you think is obvious, and then it's really not. It's not obvious. You've missed something, escaped you, and somebody else helped you to look at it, and you were like, you don't think I've seen that? Well, no, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. I need a little more coffee. This is insane already. So yeah, thank you, my lovelies. People who watch the channel, especially you guys who subscribe, and the members. You're helping me with so many things, including just bringing your energy in big time. That's the most important thing. But it actually helps me, it helps the channel survive in these scary times. The other thing I was thinking about this morning, I've had like a little puffiness. It's a sty that wouldn't go away. I've had it for like almost a year, maybe more than a year, just this swelling on my eyelid. So I asked, and my eye doctor had said, if it doesn't resolve, we'll send you to the ophthalmologist. This is optometrist, the big kahuna, the ophthalmologist. So I called them up and they said, well, no, we need a referral. You have to go back to your optometrist. And we don't mess with styes. It doesn't matter. It's not life-threatening. We're booked, So I thought, well, I can deal with it myself. So I upped the amount of, this is bullshit, but stick with me for a second because I think it matters. I began to really try to get rid of it myself with the compresses and the little steroid cream they'd given me. And I looked in the mirror this morning and it was worse. The swelling is now not just on the eyelid, it's up here. And I know you can't see it, and probably nobody could see it but me. But I scan my face, I think most of us look in the mirror and with a certain degree of we look at our own faces for the little details and the little changes and the micro whatevers. And so the other thing I thought might be going on is just the business of trying to make something better and you actually make it a little worse, or things getting worse before they get better. That there is a natural course to healing. Your body knows, and that might fit in somehow with this mic business. And thank you, whoever said, pull it closer, because you were absolutely right, and yeah, I just hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it. It's this eye, this one. And I thought, if I end up wearing a patch, how cool would that be? Could get me more viewers, Three of Cups. That's a card of being in it with other people, with your friends, with the people who love you and you love. It's like hold them close. Love medicine, love medicine. That's a Page of Wands. I'm sorry, yeah, Page of Wands. The other one was Three of Cups. It's a card of motivation, movement, page energy, the beginning of a path, or excitement about people you love. I was talking to my daughter today. It's her birthday today. It made me realize I never did a focused Taurus reading, so I'll try to do that a couple of days. But she's having, for the first time in years, a party. One of her friends, she's like established a group of women friends, which they call the coven. It's when women gather and share their power. They gather and share their power, Wands energy, their drive, their, let's do this together. Wherever we're going, whatever road we go down, this path of discovery, it's a new path, and let's do it together. Let's face the future together. Hold your friends dear, hold them close. Four of Swords. If you've been, agitated or just up in your head in some way that's not productive, this is a card of healing. Back in the nest, healing the heart. It's an air energy, sword energy card about thinking or overthinking or how you perceive things, maybe how you perceive yourself. And it might be just, hang with your peeps. And if you don't have peeps at the moment, hang with your peeps. There's something about this that is healing, this what we do here. There's something of the coven in the best sense of that word, coming together to share power. Ten of Wands. There's something we're doing, Wands energy, that isn't the way we were doing it before. It's Page of Wands energy. Something new and fresh and motivated and creative. Not the way we did it before, Ten of Wands, a closing out of a cycle. There could be a literal move involved. Maybe saying goodbye to a close circle of friends. Star card. Another card of healing, card of Aquarius, in sword energy. Healing, healing. Major Arcana. A card of the collective. Aquarius is a card of the collective. The coven, the collective. Hold your friends close. Hold your community close. Like we're entering weird times. This is going to be more and more important. There's something stabilizing in the friendships, in the group activity, in extended love. Not just two-pointed, Two of Cups. This is this is expansive. Star card, it's expansive. capital C collective. And it's like the power of the guidance, this Aquarius energy of the overview of the guides, of our connection to the divine, gets stronger. It heals us. As we heal individually, we heal the group. Eight of Pentacles. That's the work. It can be spiritual work. It can be some kind of artistic work that connects us to, the heavenly forces of, look, the ones deep in the psyche and the ones in the universe are one and the same. That's the connection. Hang on to each other, hold each other close, and hang on to this connection to the guides. Just the benevolent forces in the universe that help us navigate whatever this is we're in. We're stronger together. And to me, Eight of Pentacles, it's 3D. Pentacles speak to our lives, 3D stuff. 3D creations. Over time, this cyclical coming and going. I don't know about you, but, my ability to be creative gets stronger. It waxes and wanes like the moon does. It's cyclical. It's not really a constant, and yet it is. It's working behind the scenes all the time. We may not feel creative in the moment. We may think the well is dry. The well is not dry. We've done important work to support each other, to find the new path, to heal, to close out what perhaps is no longer, like we've done everything we can do in some situation. Wands energy, we've done it. Now it's the new path. That cyclical element, close out the cycle, begin the next. Moment to moment, that's what we do. And yet there's this abiding no time place as well. Beyond space, beyond time. And this kind of North Star in the Big Dipper, it points to the North Star, the handle of the Big Dipper, which is the constant. You can, the star you steer by. It's something constant in this life of change. The waxing and the waning. And our creations, come into being and then pass away and then, leaving room for the next one. It's not like you write the poem and that's the well, it could be the last one you ever write, but the creative urge will find its way out and into your life where it can be shared. I think you have a lot to give. Two of Swords on 10 of Wands. This can be the mind resisting something. And there the birds can be the guides as well. A representation of the guides. And here they're trying to free this person, to disentangle them. It's some kind of message, sword energy, coming in from the guides. from the guides. Replacing that string that entangles this person and binds them up with this string that connects them to, the Almighty, the All in all. That unifying energy, the collective. Six of Cups. Again, the connection, this is a card of the soulmate. Somebody who's been in your life a long time, perhaps. In any case, the love has grown and grown and grown. Each cup gets bigger over time. From the baby, the puppy dog to the grown-up dog, from the little boy to the old man. Love expanding, and it may be just an appreciation of the collective, that your love can reach that far. Remember I said there's the group, we get stronger as we go along. And it doesn't, going like this or subscribing or whatever it is just a gesture toward kicking in energetically. This actually, it boosts the algorithm, I guess, but it also just says, I hear you. I acknowledge that we're here together. We're here together. And I think it's moving on from the mental block that says, there's no movement. You can't grow. You can't close out a cycle. You don't know, sword energy, what you're doing. Yes, you do. Page of Wands, about doing. Yes, you do. Your blazing trail, your it's creative energy, it's imaginative, you're kind of seeing your way forward with the eye of intuition. It's somehow like a third eye energy. And that arc that the wand is, not arc, what's it, the circle there, is striking me like the eye. The creative eye, the inspirational eye, all these wands attributes. I was watching a video the other day, and the guy was talking about creatives rather than creators. And I think that that's an important nuance. It's not like the creator somehow, it strikes me as more limited. Creatives, it's like, it's who you are. It's not just what you do. It's not about the product that you put out. It's about the way you live your life. And you're artists in your own right. On this Three of Cups friendship thing, oh yeah, Hermit. Hermit is the card of the singular, in the sense that it's somebody who, it's a 9 card speaking to the individual, somebody who, highly spiritual, in earth energy, doing the work. But the work in this case is, it's both in the world and beyond the world. It's elevated, it's spiritual work. It's going into a retreat, coming back out as a teacher. And I think that it's sort of like we go inside for some kind of sacred knowledge, So there's this individual aspect, and then there's a group aspect. United by love. In 3D, minor arcana, major arcana, in the psyche, in the depths of the psyche. And the hermit is the guide, lighting the path. A kind of North Star for other people. Hermit, 3 of Cups. Star card. Three of Pentacles. Card of working together, creating something in 3D. You know, this weave, this Three of Cups, 3 of Pentacles is 6, which in Major Arcana is lovers. So there's something about the group connection and one particularly important relationship. A soulmate relationship, 6 of Cups. There's a sense in 6 of Cups of throughout a lifetime and throughout lifetimes. You know, like a past life soulmate that you meet again. It could be a friend that pulls you out of some kind of solitude where, you know, often I'm kind of an introvert. Hermit energy is kind of an introvert. It's turning inward to know yourself. By knowing yourself, you get this connection to the collective. But there's some wonderful blend here of inner and outer work. Inner and outer revelation. Which sounds like highfalutin, and it's not. There's something about this that's very tangible. Pentacles energy. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Hermit, Earth energy. Even though this is a highly spiritual card, the Hermit energy gets the revelation and comes back into the world to light the path. To be the light. Queen of Pentacles. You know, to embody it in 3D. And I like how she has her eyes shut, he, she, they, like they're envisioning something. They've got this kind of cosmic perspective of Hermit, star card. So they're grounded, and yet they're connected. It's almost like an umbilical cord to the universal, you know, the energy we all share. We're all connected to it. We're all connected. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Hold each other close. And the power of love. It sounds a little bit hokey, and it's not. Hold each other close. And whether it's your one person or your kid, Page of Wands can speak to children, you know, who are just coming up, and a kind of teach your children how. And that inner child that needs to be nurtured. This is kind of a mothering energy. I'm there for you. And it's not incompatible with being there for yourself. Earth energy, Virgo, Hermit. On Page of Wands. Remember I said the third eye? That this reminded me of the third eye? That round, it's like creating a window or a portal or something. And here it is again, Ace of Wands, the third eye activation, where you can envision something. The creative fire, the creative spark. You know, third eye, it's not just what you see with these eyeballs. Remember the patch thing? There's something about the eye. It's opening. Eyes shut. Eyes shut. And this, you know, the third eye, the eye that sees the connection to, you know, the whole enchilada. Everything and then some. This expansive energy of Star Card. I can see it. I'm part of creation. And like you do that work, you know, you're the creative. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's healing work. The world needs you. The world needs us. You know, the politicians do what they do, and it's important to keep one eye on the political scene so you can, you know, I peek at it. I can't fully go down that rabbit hole. It's too crazy. So stay grounded, you know, and nurture that creative fire, that life work. Is it this? Nurture it, Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of helping things to grow. Spending time to bring something into being. You know, at first there might not be a whole lot to show for it. You know, the root system is big. The thing above ground is smaller, but it will grow. Pentacles speak to growth and time and attention. The card of the future. Another three. We have Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and now Three of Wands. Equals 9, equals Hermit. This is a card of manifestation, of something coming in, something growing, something coming in, future growth. It's almost like sowing seeds for the future. You know, for the future self. And this is a card of, to me, a card of optimism. You know, with a certain expectation, waiting for the growth. You know, believe in it. Nurture what you want to bring into the world. See the light, be the light. Be the light, the eye card, the ace. And there's something about this, the third eye image, that also looks to me like the birth canal. It's the idea of birthing something. Maybe it's because my daughter's birthday, but I think it's the creative birth, bringing something into the world. Something you've manifested, something you've created. This is like the one who can bring it through into 3D. Four of Wands. Exhilarating. Meeting up. Party time. Birthday party. And I mean, it might be a specific birthday, it can be the next holiday, which might be somebody's birthday. But 3 of Wands to 4 of Wands, it's like optimistic about a future of where we can do this. Come together and celebrate. It may take some time. And it's sort of like 7 of Pentacles, 7 years of feast, 7 years of famine. This is the feast. This is something we must continually envision. Hold the vision. Hold the vision. This one's blindfolded. Can't think their way through something. Well, a cycle is closing out. We're moving forward to a future that's playful and creative and exciting. It's beyond the dark days. Hold the vision. Knight of Wands. That's like go for it, life force energy. It's a card of movement. Knights speak to movement. We're moving into this kind of energy. Wands are very vibrational. Pentacles are more like they're already in 3D. This is what's coming our way. Love's coming our way. King of Cups. Again with the eyes closed. This person's sitting in meditation. And perhaps, heart activation in order to re-access personal power. Don't let it be snuffed out. You're the keeper of the flame. It makes me want to cry. You're the keeper of the flame. We're the keeper of the flame. Keep hope alive. A bright future, 3 of Wands. And there may be a lot of this involved. To get away from the madness of the groupthink, or because they're both Hermit, King of Cups, sitting in a meditation, meditating on love, keeping the flame alive. The keeper of the flame. Oh, God. 2 of Cups. See how these two are entwined? It's water energy, cups energy. It's about the connection. It's about embodying love, King of Cups. Despite vulnerability. King of Cups is sometimes hesitant to, they know sometimes the price of connection is hurt, because you might lose who you love. I don't think we ever really lose who we've loved. even if they leave our lives, I don't think we lose the connection. There's something enduring about it. Two of Cups. There may be a particular connection that is very mutual. You may be very different from this person. There's a kind of yin-yang energy, the black and the white, the male hand, the female hand. It could be union within the self, of both halves of yourself. Two of Swords, Two of Cups is Emperor. Is that it? One more on the split. Oh, please let this be a, yeah, good Chariot. Again, like love on the move. Being drawn forward in a balanced emotional way. You know, how many of us can climb aboard this energy? All of us. It shows one person on the top, but like the we all can fit inside. Keep the vision, individually and collectively. You know, we're guided toward a bigger love. Something more expansive. Oh my goodness, cut it out, cards. Another card of the collective, the bigger love, something expansive. I'm almost done. Something expansive. That's like my one friend in town that keep coming to the door. Maybe somebody's coming to your door. Let them in. Give them a cup of tea. Have a blab. Like, more and more we need to live here. We need each other. Hold each other close. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't.